What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to The Real Way. I went out this morning and tried to catch a couple bass. I did catch a couple bass. It was hot, it was humid, the water's still up, still a little muddy. So I was only out there for a couple hours and decided to just pack it in, get in the AC, and maybe do like a rod and reel tackle arsenal kind of thing. But before we get into that, I'll insert those videos of the couple fish that I did catch. I think I caught one and one got off, yeah. But here's those right now. He was right there by that lily pad. I'm trying to go back to that lily pad. Pound and a halfer. Not a bad one. Yep, he got off. Alright guys, as you can see, we are in the playroom. It's too hot to be outside. My wife, my daughter are taking a nap, so here's what I use as far as rod and reels. We'll start off here. That's just a Abu Garcia Black Max. I've got it on a 7-foot medium heavy rod. I just use that only for moving baits, crankbaits, chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, any kind of moving bait. The Black Max is a 6:4 to 1 gear ratio, so it works out pretty good for crankbaits and stuff like that. I've got it spooled up with 12-pound fluorocarbon. This next one is a Lew's. Sorry, this one right here is Lew's. It's a Mark Rose combo edition. This one is just strictly Texas rigs, things like that. Maybe a jig, depending on what kind of cover I'm flipping a jig in or whatever, but mainly it's just a Texas rig, whether it be a worm, creature bait, whatever. But that again is spooled up with 12-pound fluorocarbon, and it is a 7:1 to 1 gear ratio, and that's a 6.6 rod. This next one here is a Pinnacle Solus. I've had this one the longest, and that is on a 6.6 medium heavy rod as well. All my bait casters are medium heavy rods. They're just a good all-around rod. But this is a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio reel. As you can see, I've got it spooled up with a 50-pound braid. And the only thing, well, there's two things I use that for. Of course, frog fishing. So top water, buzzbait, frog, and if I am flipping in some heavy cover, I will put a jig on that. And the last one is the fairy wand, the spinning reel. That is a Shimano Sienna, and I've just got it on a 6.6 medium action rod. And I just use that for Ned rigs and let's see, wacky rigs. That's what's on it now. Ned rigs and wacky rigs, and that's about it. So there's the rods and reels. And that's basically all that goes on my boat right there. So I got a little ultralight for crappie fishing, and I've got a catfish pole and stuff like that, but this is mainly what I use when I'm out on the water. So the tackle box it's like a tote that I bought at Walmart. I think I paid $20 for it. It latches. I put some stickers on it or whatnot, but anyway, I could set it below the deck of my boat where like the bottom part of my boat and the floor, and it works out well. So we'll go through that real quick. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like here. It is organized, I promise. We'll start out over here on the left. This is my GoPro chesty. So I'm doing this on my phone, by the way, so it's kind of hard to do. But this is my GoPro chesty here. It's the GoPro life jacket that always stays in there. The depth finder. I take that off the boat. I keep my handheld ham radio in there. Let's see. A towel. Just never know when you're going to need a towel. I don't think I have to explain that. This Ziploc bag is like sunscreen. There's some hot hands in there if I'm crappie fishing. I think there's a trash bag in there. Just things like that. Couple fillet knives. That's one of them buff masks, keep the sun off of you. I'm not going to do all this stuff out well. I've got a couple of marker buoys, which came in handy for, well, when I thought I would find my GoPro, which we did. This is a board just to write weights down. Sometimes me and some buddies will have some competitions and we'll just write some weights down. And then in the very bottom is crappie, bluegill, tackle box, stuff like that. Sorry if turning that camera messes that up. So that's that. We'll start out with this box here. This box is stuff that I use all the time. Favorite color crankbaits, chatterbaits, just easy access stuff. And this is also the box I take with me on my kayak whenever I go kayak fishing. So it's just, like I said, easy access. Got a frog, a jig, crankbait, square bill crankbait, square bill crankbait, square bill crankbait. I've got 3 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. This is just, a lot of these I have doubles of, that's why I put them in here for easy access. Pegs, tungsten weights, like I said, if I'm out on my kayak. Got some clippers, and then different chatterbaits here. So that's that. And this is also in one of them waterproof boxes. Again, like I said, because it goes in my kayak with me. Okay, so that's that. Here's the other things I have in here. I've got them labeled just so it's easier to find. This is not labeled because it's just crappie stuff. That's it. Jig heads, tube jigs, crappie jigs. That's it. Next is the utility box, which there's not much in there. Like it says, it's a utility box. I've got, let's see, a couple knives, tape measure, instructions to the scale, clippers, scissors, super glue, knife sharpener, pen, Sharpie. That's about it for that one. Like it says, it's just a utility box. Sorry if I'm all over the place with this camera. Next is terminal tackle. So that's my terminal tackle box. Regular lead weights, tungsten weights, weighted wacky rigs. You guys get the gist. I've got 4-aught EWG hooks there, regular 3-aught offset worm hooks. No, I'm sorry, those are 4-aught offset worm hooks, 3-aught offset worm hooks, pegs, trailer hooks, treble hooks, Carolina rigs. You get the gist. terminal tackle. Next one is lipless crankbaits, chatterbaits, and spinnerbaits. So that's what it says, that's what's in it. Got all my lipless crankbaits there, a few here. These are just skirts, different colored skirts, so I can swap out the skirts on some lures. Spinnerbaits, chatterbait, just like it says. Next up is crankbaits. So this is crankbaits, and I've got jerkbaits in here too. So basically, square bills, deep divers, they're crankbaits. I also, if you could see, I like the depth they'll run in. I'm calling this one here a big square bill, but it'll run 3 to 6 feet, 6 to 8 feet. But, and then yeah, once again, got that one in there. That's the one I found in that other video. But in that other box, it's just a lot of doubles of things that I have. So, crankbaits. Next is topwater. So this is the topwater box. Got buzzbaits. Those are spoons and rooster tails, which I just put them in there. Got a frog in there. My other frogs are in that box there, the one I use a lot. Poppers, spooks. There's a hula popper in there. Just topwater baits. Next one is jigs, swim baits, and trailers. Like it says, jigs, different kind of jigs, football jigs, flipping jigs, swim jigs. And then after I get done, like if I was just throwing this on a Texas rig, it's not messed up too bad, and I switch it out, I use them as jig trailers. These are chunks, but jig trailers, just different colored jigs. Swim bait. I got some Ned rigs in there too. It's a drop shot stuff. So now this one here isn't labeled. This is just, I got this from Kylie from our Church Awana Christmas thing this year, and I've kind of done some things to it, but I'll also take this on my kayak, and it's just different colored worms. There's some weight, some pegs, different creature baits, Ned rigs. There's just anything to do with soft plastics is in there, and it's small, so it works out pretty well. The last thing here is this bag. Everything's gonna fall to the side of it. Anyway, this is one of them tackle bags. It comes with tackle boxes in it. You could get at Walmart, and I bought it for worms. So that's what I did with it. Put all my worms in there, and I've just got. I cut some, I'll do it this way. I cut some cardboard and wrote like everything from here up, from there up is worms. Here up to here is craws, and these are swim baits back here. But makes it easy. Different kinds of soft plastics. And then on the side here I got my braid cutters. These cut braid really well, and they're also split ring pliers, so you can get your split rings off of crankbaits. You could split the split rings on crankbaits to change your hooks. So anyway, it's a great backdrop too, isn't it? Flowers, kids artwork. So anyway, that's my rod and reel tackle arsenal. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, get outdoors, enjoy what God's blessed us with. That's the real way.